email words of encouragement for Artie. We all love you, Artie. We believe in you. You can lose the weight, fight the heroin, and find yourself a great girl. In defense of High Pitch Mike, he is applauded by some in the audience. I watch High Pitch versus Artie on Howard TV, and I just have to say that for someone like High Pitch Mike, who's the size that he is, he's got balls of a big man. Saying some of the shit he said to Artie, I applaud him.
Well, what am I going to do? Get physical with the kid?
Well, no, he says he likes the high-pitched Mike's balls. That's all. He has his fans, Artie.
That little bastard. God, does he burn me up.
George, you're on the air.
Hey, how you guys doing, man? Hey, man, it's a great show. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Artie, I want to tell you about your diet, bro.
Go ahead.
I just think you need to add a few mangoes and pineapple, some fruits, man, and you'll be all right.
Oh, all right.
All right, thank you.
Maybe I'll mash them up and put them in something sweet.
That seems like a very important phone call.
How did you do? It is Cupcake Wednesday.
Oh, God. And I tell you what, I love Halloween cupcakes. I do. I love orange icing.
And you didn't have one?
Not one.
Wow, you're doing good.
You.
Not one.
I thought they would be too tantalizing.
I may burst into tears later this afternoon.
Rockabye fans, so on the Stern Show, you're addicted to drugs and your comedy blows. You're such a fat pig, it's getting so sad. So climb on the roof and follow your dad. Fuck you, fat ass.
Wow.
So mean-spirited.
I heard on the wrap-up show yesterday, because John Hein is here, that Richard and Sal had a hand in that song parody.
Well, of course
They're angry with Artie, I think.
They don't like this.
They don't. I heard that
I know.
show.
I mean, clearly these guys don't like me. It's a shame.
They're jealous of you.
That's it.
Do you think that's what it is?
They think you get special treatment, that you're like a favored son.
Well, you know what? Artie does get a different treatment. Here's the weird thing. Richard and Sal think that somehow I'm against them. I hired them here.
Right.
To be against them.
I like those guys. I like what they do. If I don't play something, they go into a major tailspin. If I don't like something they do, they feel threatened. They feel like their jobs are on the line. They think
Artie doesn't get yelled at for sleeping. They get yelled at for working.
I don't even know what they were talking. Artie was tired on the air. He didn't ask. I said, go take a nap. I thought it would be funny to hear Artie nap on the air, and Artie complied.
Artie gets to run after girls and ask for their phone numbers. They can't approach the guests.
Well, there is a pecking order. There is a difference. Artie, first of all, has been with the show longer than them. Number two, Artie had a major show business career. Sal was a stockbroker, and Richard was working. I wasn't even working. Artie had a major show business career. When I first met Artie, he was an alumni of Mad TV. He was on the Norm Show.
Dirty word.
He had appeared in major motion pictures, but not some kooky independent.
They were studio movies, sure.
Studio movies. He is a different guy on the show than Richard or Sal. Yeah, that's true.
Why can Teddy get the phone numbers of girls and he can't ask for an autograph from Ace Frehley? Come on.
That's right, yeah.
Now, first of all, I get, guess what? And Benji brought up this point. It was an excellent one, too. He said it jokingly. I get paid more than them, too.
Right, there is a difference.
Of course, there's a higher, in any job you go to, certain people have different privileges because either they're there longer or they have if you were going to, I'm higher up on the food chain,
how
sure.
do you get to sleep on the show?
Because there's comedic value out of it. Howard makes...
Don't argue with me. I'm just taking their side.
God damn it, Robin, not you now.
I do want to mention, too, that Andrea, Miss Howard Stern, and we think fell asleep during the wrap-up show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't talk to her. See, when I watched it, I sort of felt bad for her on some level. I could see that she was a pain in the neck to you, but in the reality show, she sort of portrayed where it looks to us like all she's trying to do is help you. I didn't get the side of her where you guys were talking about that she's just using you. I just saw her just trying to help you and crying a lot.
Did you just fall asleep?
Andrea.
No.
Andrea, I got to tell you something.
I'm saying she's a whining...
Can you imagine? She just like kind of...
Wow. She just blanked out for a second?
Well, here's Sal and Richard carrying on about Artie and me. And
I've been a little gun-shy coming on the wrap-up show. I haven't come on in 2 weeks because I feel like every time I say something, Gary always disagrees with me. If I say the sky is blue, he'll go, no, it's not. It's orange, asshole. That's how I feel, but I think I'm overreacting.
And I
spoke to Gary.
I disagree with you on stuff in general. It's not just in here.
True.
But I'm not like bullshitting you. When we're out there and I talk to you, I'll say to you, Sal, I disagree with you, or I think you're wrong on that, and you don't get mad at me out there.
No, I'm not. But I'm not even mad. Even on here, I just decided not even to come on, like, because I'm not mad at you. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it's just tough for me to get my point across with Gary. But we do feel, Richard and I feel that when Artie's in here, you have a tendency to really lean on him and coddle him.
What do you mean by coddle him?
90% of the time, no matter how crazy or whatever Artie's saying, you always seem to agree with what he's saying. Like if Artie's arguing with High Pitch Mike, you're definitely going to side with Artie. Like if Artie's arguing with somebody, you always side with Artie, no matter what the argument is.
But see, I think it's weird that that's how you interpret it. What if I just happen to think like Artie? What if Artie happens to think like me?
And Artie,
is that possible?
And Artie also said that, I mean, when they were fighting, Gary and Artie were going back and forth a couple weeks ago, he made a joke about how Gary always takes Howard's side blindly no matter what. You know,
yeah, I agree. I think that too. I always said that if Howard Stern came on the air tomorrow and says he believes in Jesus, Gary said, you know what, Buff? I've been thinking about that.
By the way, isn't Sal talking about himself? Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Sal is the guy who sucks my balls so bad that, like, if I said tomorrow I'm becoming a Scientologist, Sal would go, I want to be a Scientologist.
That's right.
Who does that more than Sal?
It's Sal. Sal doesn't, you know, people project into other people what they are.
Well, Sal is also jealous of anybody who does manage to have a relationship with you because he has not managed to affect that.
He has nothing with
Yeah.
Dude, maybe there is a God. I think that you would go, you kind of go with...
Sal, you're the asshole who does whatever I do.
Okay, first of all, I admire you for your work.
Right.
And you should take that as a compliment.
I do.
If you were a Scientologist tomorrow, I could give a shit.
No, you would do it.
I've
if
never...
it meant that you could get close to me, you would switch religions tomorrow.
No.
Yeah.
You'd be right over at the celebrity center.
You're a woodwork wacko who waited.
I've never taken up chess. Never.
Believe me, you would. You would.
I've thought about it, but
thought it
you don't have the mental capacity to take up chess.
I've thought about it, but you have to admit that Gary.
You can't spell. You should take that up.
I'll tell you one thing.
Take up chess.
Gary always kisses your ass. Gary agrees with everything that you say.
No, he doesn't. We fight all the time.
No, I totally disagree with you.
You agree. This is who you are.
No, it's
Gary.
not. No, I admire you for your
Gary
work.
and I fight all the time.
I admire you. It's totally different with me. I admire you for the man that you become, the entertainment you provided.
You would suck my asshole clean if I needed you to. You under hypnotism, you said you would blow me.
Right.
You're the guy who's that.
You wouldn't need baby wipes if Sal were around.
You're describing yourself.
That's not.
You're in love with me. You love to see what shirt I'm wearing. You notice everything I do, the clothes I wear. You're a man in love with me.
Dude, I'm committed to what you have created.
You love me.
I love
you
what
get
you
upset
created.
if I don't take you to dinner in a while.
He knocks
that is not nice.
Anybody close to you, including Beth.
Right.
Bullshit.
Oh, bullshit my ass.
You made
you're
the
guy who wants to come over in my apartment and eat pizza with me and watch
you know what? I
television,
worked for you. It would be nice if you did that.
I don't
Back
want
then, I
to
needed
do
a
that.
place to stay. And, you know, if we were working on a construction...
I would never have you over my house to stay. You're a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo because I admire what you do. If we worked on a construction site and you were my boss, I said, hey, Howard, can I stay over tonight?
Who got into the pizza fight?
He would say, yeah.
Who got into the pizza fight at Artie's nice party that I threw?
Well, that was
who would that be?
That was me and Scott DePace.
No, that was you.
Okay, I instigated
You did it to Scott DePace.
I put a little dot on his head, and he threw a mound in my face.
Why do you not see that you're not the guy who could be trusted? Who's the guy who smells Mutt's daughter's panties?
All right, wait a minute. First of all,
who's the guy?
Don't put a twist on all that shit, man.
Well, I'm not putting you in my house.
See, and then you want to know why me and Richard are pissed. We admire you. We're committed to you. Yet I come in here and you have to fucking bring up all this stupid shit and make me look like an asshole.
Stupid shit.
All right, but maybe I do.
Who's the guy who said that? Howard, why you said about me that I'm an entity? I'm not even a human being.
Okay, what's wrong? Hey, take that as a compliment.
You're the guy who kisses ass.
No. I'm a guy who's being truthful. A guy who kisses ass is a guy who just wants to protect.
So you mean Gary's not being truthful, but you are? If Gary agrees with me...
Of course.
Oh, come on.
Gary,
you sound like an idiot.
No, I
don't. You think you're the only one who works here who was a fan of Howard for years?
I never said that. You guys are saying that I'm the ass kisser.
You and Richard, I think you're good at what you do, but the fact is you're here because you won a radio contest that we actually... initiated on the air. You guys won a contest. You were listeners. You were building
what does that mean?
You won the American Idol.
You won American Idol.
Howard, I'm sorry but I'm sorry, Howard, that me and Richard admire you. Is that such a bad thing? At least we're being honest.
And what is this? Why do you guys feel so downtrodden?
We don't feel... Well,
why do you feel like
you feel very slighted, and you never miss a moment to tell the audience.
Get out of that, man.
I don't miss a moment. I didn't even go on the wrap-up show. I didn't even want to talk about it. Who cares?
First of all, can I tell you something?
Look, Howard, we're here. I think why we get downtrodden.
And what is this weird thing? Why don't you speak for yourself and stop with me?
All right, fine. I work with the fucking guy day in and day out. He's the only guy I talk to.
So much more than you.
All right, thank you.
So Richard shouldn't be included in the week. Richard's the guy who would be at my house. I would hang out with Richard.
Can I say something very quickly? Hold on.
You're the one I want.
Sal has been reprimanded more since he's been here at Sirius than every other employee.
I didn't tell Jon Stewart that.
Right here when you
I was in the green room and I said that joke about Washington didn't fly over well.
You told him whoever wrote that joke you should be fired.
That's true.
And you know you're a little pussy with your cow sucks.
I didn't tell him. I said that I was being truthful.
Porno chick's number.
I was being truthful. I said to the guy that one joke stuck.
All right, just keep it to yourself, you idiot.
Yeah, why should you?
I know what happened with these. I know what happened with these two idiots.
Why
they go to these shows
need to know
and
your
these fans pull them aside and go,
bullshit.
You guys should have an album.
Bullshit.
You guys should put out rock shit.
They say that happens. They go, how do you put up with Artie walking all over? I go, Artie's great at what he does. And I challenge anybody that I talk to off the air at those stupid comedy shows how they rip you apart, and I defend
Richard,
you.
What do you want to
And I know I get it too. I know I get it too on my end. I know when you go out, they say, fuck Sally's an ass.
They never even bring you up.
That's fine. But when they do bring you up, they bring you. Nobody knew you. You sucked on Mad TV. You sucked on the Norm Show. Barely sucked. Shit. It's fucking terrible.
Wow.
You know it. It was a flop. It went in 18 theaters. It made $250,000 in America. I can shit that out of my ass. Who are you to tell me about comedy and what people tell me off the air? You have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
You know they got you aside and said. They got you aside and said.
And don't carry yourself. Where were you?
You guys should put an album with those phone calls.
Where were you?
For stockbroker.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't carry myself like I'm the living legend of comedy.
You're a
dick. I think he does.
And neither do I.
He's been milking.
You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo, Sal. You're a weirdo.
Go to New Jersey and rip off the fans again New Year's Eve with the same act you did last year, cocksucker.
You're a weirdo. It was in Philly.
Wow.
If he wants to go head-to-head, I'm going head-to-head. What's up?
Everything you're saying doesn't make any sense. You're jealous, and it's oozing out of you.
I am not jealous of you. I put up with your bullshit. I always praise you, but you always got to tear me. So you want to tear me?
True.
I'll tear you.
I'm trying to pull you aside. I'm trying to pull you aside all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I try to pull you aside all the time to help you out. Who gave you $5,000 after you fell off the stage and finally got a laugh?
That was the worst amount of money. I'd rather take it from Hitler than take it from you. If I could give you that money back, I'd give it back.
You don't know what country Hitler was from.
You cut checks to win over the audience. Oh, you make the world aware of how generous you are because you're so insecure. Oh, I took JD to Vegas. I'm going to get him late. Oh, I cut salad checks.
I
don't want your monetary sympathy to win over people because you don't have the ability or the confidence to do it on your own.
That's a part of it.
Wow. What the hell just happened?
I don't know, but I tell you what, Sal walks in on that wrap-up show and unloads this viciousness against Artie.
Yeah.
Sometimes against me, too.
It's all pent up. He sees people who have what he thinks is a better life than he has.
Let me put it this way.
I really hope all of his kids get AIDS and die?
No, not till later, much later.
You're not talking about when they're young.
No, like at least 25.
After gay porn.
Right. After they have to go to gay porn because their father's broke.
How much of that, what we just heard, is like...
That's the real Sal. That's the point I've been trying to make. You know, so how do you work side by side with a guy like that? I've seen that venom come out before. Not on that level, but...
Wow. I'll put it a little more calmly. I don't hate you, Artie.
Whatever, Richard.
It just drives us nuts.
What are you, married to him?
What drives you nuts about me?
You're treated special.
Benji, I've been working alongside Benji and I've gotten treated way better than Benji for years.
No, let me just explain. You didn't let me finish.
Nearly, by the way, available on DVD.
You didn't let me finish, so.
Yeah.
It just upsets us a little bit when Artie says all we do is make phone calls, say the C word, and sniff balls.
Why do you dwell on what Artie says?
Because we do a lot of work. And
I never said
that. But am I happy with your work?
Yeah.
I am.
But it seems like Artie really puts it down.
When do I say that? When do I ever say that? That's all you do.
Well, to me, like when I said that I didn't want to do acid because I don't want to ruin my ideas, and you were
retarded thing to say, Richard. You said something retarded in this room where you're going to get fucked on.
I know, but it just upsets me.
I don't want to do acid. Who else says that?
What?
I don't want to do acid because I have great ideas.
Right. But why do you really focus on Artie? Artie always
you've said some things too,
right,
Robin.
Why are you focusing on Artie?
Well, just Artie came up yesterday, but
Robin's jealous. She wants you to focus on her.
Well, Robin
Yell at me.
Robin said maybe the worst thing that anybody said to me ever in the world.
Tell me what it is, because I want to top it.
I said something about dying, and Robin goes, who would care if you died anyway?
Oh, God, I really don't care if you died. Man, and I would, as a matter of fact...
Times two.
Who would care if you died a horrible death like scorpions ate your body?
Monty, you're on the air in West Palm, Florida.
Alex.
Thank you.
Hey, Sal has no right to berate Artie like that. I mean, regardless of what he thinks about Artie, Artie is an established, accomplished guy.
Of course.
I mean, that's like somebody like me who's only been doing stuff for a little while saying that I'm just as good or I'm good as this one. It's ridiculous. I would take Sal's job and do it for free. I would leave my wife and kids and go wait tables if I had to. These guys, you know what it is? Secretly, deep down inside, they're jealous of him. They want to be him.
No, they have such insecurity about their own position, and this is you too, Richard. You have such insecurity about your position. I'm thrilled with you guys.
I know,
You're
it's not
treated second
Well, they
class.
don't hear one compliment. All they hear is the negative. Of course, Artie has said good things about you. I have said good things about you. But you only hear the negative.
What, nobody else gets fucked with on this show?
I know.
What do you think? It's all a kiss ass fest? What are you talking about?
Sal said some wild things in here. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's real shit,
places
man.
he didn't need to go.
Right.
We just, it comes down to we admire you guys.
Do I have to you don't admire me. You don't admire me. You admire.
But you lump yourself in with this Sal. Sal just said beer league was shit.
Everything was shit that he did.
Do I have to bring
Norm
in?
show.
Do I have to bring in an episode of the Norm Show where I just shine?
I mean, even saying that
Like I walk in here going, I was God's gift to comedy. What are you kidding me? It's a direct opposite.
You know how hard it is. You've been around. You know how hard it is to get a shot on Mad TV.
I know.
It's almost $1 billion to 1.
Listen, that was Sal. I mean, that's not me saying it. I love the movie Elf. Artie was awesome in that.
Richard, everything that comes out of your mouth sounds dumb. You're a dummy. You're a dumb guy. Well, don't say dumb things then.
All right, is there any? I got to move on.
I don't know whether to open it up.
Shove a squirrel in your mouth.
A couple of the guys said that I should come in. They said that Richard isn't necessarily being honest in his dislike for me, which was sort of news to me.
What do you mean?
Is that true? That Richard's under the impression that I don't like him, I don't like his bits, I don't have any respect for him.
Well,
that's
he's been
true.
saying for a few days that you don't want to hear anything from him
That's
anymore.
true.
That
No, but
he can't
I
even
think
talk to
so.
you.
Well, then have it out and say it right
It's
now.
not that I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear everything. Does that make more sense to you?
Gary's the producer of the show. Producers are supposed to weed shit out. In every show there is, writers pitch stuff to producers. It gets accepted or not accepted.
I know, but
Get over it, you pussy.
But no,
you two are
listen,
pussies.
But you don't know what goes on out there. A lot of times, I'll have something for the show. Like, okay, for instance, Gilbert Gottfried was on the other day.
Right.
Doing his Paul Lynde imitation.
Right.
Oh my
I
God,
have
this
some-
is such a great example.
I have
let
some
him finish.
Paul Lynde clips
Go ahead.
that I thought would be funny, maybe for you to just play a clip for Gilbert, like
That
to
sounds
listen
good.
to.
I like that.
Okay.
And you saw, but Gary told me not to put a note. Gary just kind of said no. Gary goes,
I'd already
no.
played the clips. Let me finish. I had already played the clips for you. I already felt it was going to be weird because as interesting as a Paul Lynde impersonation is to us, there's a whole segment of the audience who hasn't a fucking
All right,
clue
so that's
who he
it.
is. So Richard played it for me. I played it for you. You go, and it wasn't even the best Paul Lynde clips. They were from like some stupid Halloween special. So,
right.
So Richard's now like, he's talking about Paul Lynde. I go, but this isn't the right place. I'd have to wedge it in, and I made a determination not to bog the show down.
You made the right determination.
But listen to this though. Then later on, Gilbert started doing the impression again. I went back to Gary.
And Gary said no.
No, Gary's finally said, okay, put up a
You
note.
know why? Because
I
he
put
fucking
up a
wore me
note.
down. That's my
And I got news for
stupidity.
you. Those clips weren't right.
No, but
But
that's
you
my
looked-
stupidity. I let him wear me down. I let him doubt. He made me doubt myself because he doesn't fucking stop. You are passive aggressive to the 100th degree. You don't take no for an answer ever.
But
no, all you know is that I am not recognizing your genius. No is never an answer for you.
But the reason I'm bringing this up is you saw the note and you said, "Oh, Gilbert, I got something great for
And
you."
the clips were terrible.
No, but you didn't play it. You said, "But we're out of time."
Yeah, because I knew the clip. It was that Halloween clip.
Howard heard it and said, "No, it's not even. This isn't even on me, but I'll take it anyway."
Matter of fact,
why can't you accept that the clip doesn't work?
As a matter of fact, I did hear it, and it was lame.
No, but I'd like to have Howard have the option
He
of
did,
playing
and he
it.
fucking said no. See, this is how he doesn't let me be.
But all I wanted to do was put up a note, and you said no.
Passive
You're like a
aggressive.
2-year-old, Richard. You sound like a baby.
This is
Gary knows. Gary is pretty. Gary's 99% of the time right. about what I want.
And when he's not right, he gets yelled at. Like all the, this is what everyone's on the same thing.
But I feel like I get yelled at for wanting to just like play.
But you see, Gary can't spend all morning fighting.
And Howard can't listen to absolutely everything. Gary's the filter.
When you say but,
put him there.
Richard, when you say but, what you're really saying to me is, I heard you. Now let me tell you that I didn't hear you.
But I can't just say my point, though?
But you say it over and over and over again. How many times? I probably said no to the Paul Lynde clips 5 or 6 different times. And I took them to Howard anyway to get you off my back, and it still wasn't enough.
You're not talking to Kathy.
I only asked you. I asked you once when Gilbert came in at first, but then Gilbert started doing his imitation. You guys were dying laughing.
You're not getting.
Oh God, Gary, I feel for you, man.
It wasn't a good clip.
Good.
The clip was kind of lame. It was a Halloween clip.
And it was also highly visual.
Okay, but all I wanted to do was put up a note for you to say.
It doesn't matter to you that it was not the quality of sound we want on the show.
But I'll yell at Gary if he puts up a clip and the clip sucks.
Right.
And I see that note. I got to stop and process that information. I'm in the middle of doing something with Gilbert. You got to look at it from my end. Right. And then I trust him so much that I see. So when Gary says no, it's no. That's all. And you know what? You can revisit it maybe another time or something, or come and say, Gary, do you mind playing this for Howard after the show so maybe we can get his take on it?
And also,
but all I asked him was twice that day.
You could save yourself some time, Richard, by taking the first no and going to do something that would get him
Howard,
there.
3 times that day, after I'd already played them for you on a different day, and you said no.
Yeah, I like your enthusiasm.
But here's another example. Okay, the John the Stutterer harmonica call, which turned out that you guys loved it. It was up on your board for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
So about once every 4 days, I go to Gary, hey, can I play that call for Howard?
And Howard, how many times did I ask you?
Mad at me.
How many times did I ask you, were you on the fence about playing it? Like in other words,
4 or 5 times.
Right, so in other words, every time Richard came to me, I would play it for you again.
And I needed time to think about it.
And he needed time to think about it, so it was it. But I'm like, Richard, he's heard it, I'm aware, I asked him about it, let it go.
And I gotta tell you something.
But the one time I came in and asked you to listen to it,
everything's bugged.
You played it right after that. You loved it, and you were like, okay, here,
sometimes
let's play
say
it.
however instead of.
All right,
because I've seen Sal have that blow up about Nick DiPaolo, Jimmy Kimmel, Jon Stewart.
Wow.
Everybody he blows up like that for, because he's a little jealous little weasel who would not have a comedy career on any level if he didn't win a radio contest. You won a radio contest, dude. You couldn't stay away from it. And the other thing is, the hostility. So he was me for Halloween.
Yeah.
And the incredible, like, passive-aggressive hostility of being me, you know, the heroin needle and the fact. It's funny, but, I mean, dude, am I Sal for Halloween? I mean, come on.
No.
That just shows that all he thinks about. If he's not thinking about Howard, he probably thinks about me 24/7. You're nuts. You're nuts.
He's holding up a sign that says die.
Says die.
That's brilliant.
And can I just say, Howard, that I don't.
Are you still here?
I'm done with it.
I don't hate Gary. I don't hate anybody. I love everybody on the show, and I'm sorry if I become annoying, but I'm very proud of what me and Sal do.
Okay.
And I do really get like real bummed out if our stuff
on camera for the first time in his life.
All right. Thank you, Richard.
Sal, have you ever auditioned for anything? Have you ever? He's never done that. Of course he's never done that. Because he sucks. He's a hack. He's a hack sack. He bails after. He tells me in Detroit, I'll do 15 minutes, Art. I gave him $2,500 for coming with us to Detroit. $2,500. And I said, Sal, I need a full set out of you. I need 15 minutes. He goes, all right, I'm with the big boys now. I'm with Artie and Nick. More bullshit. He bails after 8 minutes because his first joke bombed. You suck. And 8 minutes of your stuff is about Gary's teeth. You are a loser. You're a loser. And I'm going to fucking knock you out. I'm going to fucking go out on the street and knock
Gary's
you
teeth.
the fuck down.
As long as you don't eat me, you fat slob, you do whatever you want.
And then I will
about
eat you.
Gary's teeth, but you do 20 minutes of Jeff the Drunk. You do 20 minutes of Crazy House. Where's their fucking checks? Half of your stand-up's based on whack pack.
It is not.
You do the
You know, you're saying a lie
no,
now.
I don't. You're the one who brought this up.
I
told you.
How much of my DVD is about whack packers, you
10
dope?
minutes. I told you I did 10 minutes. I did 8, and I
told me you did 15 minutes.
I told them.
Is Levy still here? You told me.
I told them.
And I paid you anyway because you're a charity case. You're a charity case.
A charity wouldn't ask for money.
You're a charity case.
I turned the money
feel
down,
sorry for your children who are going to have to endure with the video of you putting your balls in a redneck's mouth when they're in high school.
You know what?
Those poor kids.
You know what? At least
while you're after Howard's retired, and you're begging Jim Brewer to fucking suck a cock on his show.
Let me tell you something. At least I have a relationship with my children, regardless of what I do. That
I plan on talking to my kids eventually.
Right now, you lying heroin addict.
I'll tell you what. At least my kids will be funny.
Jackass.
Your kids.
Yeah, they'll be
your
funny.
kids. I can't wait to see how funny your kids are going to be.
Oh my goodness.
I'm really going to beat him up. And if I get fired, fine. Richard and Sal can sit here.
Well, thank you for the gift, though, Artie. Today.
If Artie eats Sal, I'm going to check his blood sugar.
Check my hack level.
Al Rosenberg would like to chime in. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
Al used to work on our show.
You have some insight?
Well, it's obvious. Sal wants Artie's chair. He wants to sit where Artie is.
Oh, God, what the show would sound like then, man.
But the number, that's what he doesn't realize is that Artie is a huge talent. Artie's very funny. To be funny and keep that show moving and say things that are part of it and be, it's just too much. You can't just put another guy in that chair.
Look, I've said this before. There's over 100 guys who could do what I do, but guess what? Sal ain't one of them. Sal is not one of them.
Do we have like a Rupert Pupkin situation here where Sal thinks he can be Artie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
and
interested
he doesn't
in
understand why you don't see that?
I'll tell you something else. I would warn Richard.
Richard, that Sal is bringing you down.
That's why
Sal
I should
is
separate them.
Al Rosenberg says that, and Al knows something about show. Thank you, Al.
Sal inspires me. When we start talking about bits and stuff, as you know, everybody always says, oh, they're dumb, they just call him the C word, but Sal is a brilliant mind when it comes to putting together funny bits, and we've got.
I disagree.
I think so.
Well, hold on. I mean, don't you agree?
But Sal doesn't hear when I compliment him.
Like, what other show has? Like, we have prank calls consistently, new ones every day.
I think our team right now is the best team in radio, and right now this team is the best team that's ever been on the show. You understand what I'm saying?
There you go. So there's your compliment.
There's your
First of all,
but you have turned into a negative. With all your whining and kvetching every fucking day.
Can I say, I've never said a thing. I've held this in, and this is my fault.
Go ahead.
The thing is that I'm not jealous of Artie. I've made it clear yesterday, hold on, Artie, please, on the wrap-up show that you deserve to be in that chair, that you are the funniest guy, that you this stuff hasn't been brought up. That he is consistently funny, that he's an A-game player.
You just said everything he's done in his career was
But the problem is that, no, I did say that out of anger and pain because every time me and Richard come in here, he says we have the mentality of fifth graders.
Oh, stop
that
it.
Is not true.
Okay, this is when you
you're not understanding.
But I'm saying what happens to me and Richard.
Let me explain
Artie, I can only take so much of every day.
When you... Sal, listen to me.
Go ahead.
Richard, listen. When you come in here and do a childish prank, which is hysterical, if Artie says you guys have the brains of a fifth grader, that adds to the levity of it. In other words, you're doing a fifth grade stunt.
And
we don't look at it that way.
When you have, no, it's not a bad thing.
I know. And
when you're doing boner fights and sticking your balls in someone's face,
or painting each other's sacks.
Do you really think that's brilliant comedy?
No,
it's not. But I'm saying it's not compared to
Not
the other
brilliant.
shit you do, the phone calls. It's dumb. It's something.
Well,
And
that's
everybody
why
has a human reaction to it. Mine is that it's gay and gross, and I bring it up.
Right.
I mean, you want me to hold that in? That's not what the show is.
But that's why we get upset when Artie says that's all we do.
All right.
We write
Listen,
a lot of
listen,
stuff.
Why is Artie defining who you are? Go back.
It ain't the Artie Lange show, guys.
The only person who defines what you are is me, whether you work here or not.
But the thing is that I want to make it clear.
Artie's not defining you. Artie's
not
being Artie.
I'm not jealous of Artie.
You are.
No, but
You're
I'm not
jealous of anyone
I'm
who is
angry at
you
the
don't like
concept.
that Artie came to my house this summer. You
No,
don't
it doesn't
like,
matter.
You
It
can't
doesn't
handle
matter.
it.
Probably all eating at him yet.
No, it's not. Hold
It's
on,
eating
Robin,
at you.
please. Listen to me.
You're having
The
problems
thing is
with
that,
your wife.
right,
Everything's-
that's
and now
true.
you're
I have
taking
high
it out
blood
on the
pressure.
world.
No, and the thing is that like I said yesterday,
Thank you.
I made it perfectly clear how I feel about Artie, but I feel like every time I speak, he gives me a jab, and he jabs, and he jabs, and he jabs, and then you have the final blow.
right.
What am I supposed to do?
It's an argument. I mean, you know,
I know, and
you're giving me shit too. Can I come in here and say
I
I'm
know
fed
I
up
do.
with the heroin song parodies or anything else? But that's not the case.
I know that, but I'm trying to
You
keep...
were crying, weren't you?
I'm trying to keep
Were you just crying?
No, not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't cry.
Did somebody catch him crying?
Yeah, somebody caught him
Go
crying.
ahead. Produce the tape. I wasn't crying at all. I wouldn't
Sal
cry
was
about
crying.
this
Who wrote
bullshit.
that note?
I don't
know if that note should be fired.
I don't know if your kid's diabetes. I'll
you
take
want
that back. But everything else, go fuck you.
Benji, go ahead.
Well, Ronnie signaled to me that Sal's crying, and I verified with Ronnie.
Like he's crying.
Yeah.
So
Another great bit by Ronnie.
No, he looks like he's crying. Look at it.
But the thing is
Why are you
that
making fun of Ronnie, man?
All right, I got to move on with my show.
We're
I
just,
want to go home at
we're
some
team
point.
players, and we support everything that you guys
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
And
Ronnie has a job to do. Ronnie said, "You guys are little faggots. Take what you dish out, or get the fuck out of here."
We did.
No, you don't.
I gave it back
You
to
get
you.
genuinely mad. Ronnie hasn't. It
I'm
isn't.
not
But
that
a lot of
bad.
times,
Take what you
but
give
a lot
out.
of times, what you say about us is sincere and mean-spirited.
Oh, like it's not sincere what you say.
League.
Beer League was okay.
So now it's okay. So it moved up from being the biggest piece of shit.
Well,
Now it's
again,
okay.
like Artie
So where
said, it's
are
an
you at?
argument.
Where are
It's
you
an
at?
argument.
Where are you at?
I'm at where I played a wrap-up show yesterday. That's where I'm at. I said Artie deserves to be there. He's the funniest guy on the show, and he holds up 5 hours
That's
a day.
not all you said, though.
Yeah,
But
and
there
then
was
you,
a big
and then I was asked. Then I was asked by you guys, what's the comparisons, and I gave it.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
All
I
right,
gave
there
an
you go.
answer to what I was asked.
Like I walked into this show 7 years ago saying, "Hey, look, I'm Bill Murray, Howard, and I don't, you know, you better fucking watch how you treat me." You know what I mean?
Because you have confidence as a comedian, it disturbs Sal. He thinks
It
that's
doesn't
arrogance.
disturb
It's not
me.
arrogance, Sal.
It doesn't disturb me. What disturbs me is that we work together as a team, and sometimes we feel like we're getting jabbed by the guy instead of, we help each other out.
Thank you.
I'd always help Artie. Artie's helped me, but we feel like he
So
constantly
what's the
jabs us.
problem?
We feel like lately that you constantly just dig at us, and we
All right,
take
Dave,
it.
you're on the air in Boston.
What is the show about? It's the Howard Stern show.
Yes, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Howard. It's Dump Truck. I really think you've got a budding personnel issue going on here. I mean, the thing about Artie is that, Artie is bulletproof when it comes to fucking with him, criticism, and that's the genius of Artie. He can take shots, and he can turn it into something funny without making it personal on the person taking digs on him. And, Sal, there's a lot of immaturity there that has to happen, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe these guys feel they should get their own radio show.
No, not at all.
Well,
And we've been asked that, and we don't want the only person we want to work for is you.
We don't
And
want to
people
be in
said-
radio if you retire.
People said in 3 years of our release, would you work for Bub or Pharrell? We love those guys, but we don't want to do it.
But that's dumb. Your kids don't want to hear that. What are you talking about? You
Joe.
should want to work more.
First of all, Artie doesn't employ me, you stupid douchebag. He puts me on his shows
Steve,
and he
go ahead.
pays
You
me.
don't need to insult my audience. Steve, go ahead. You're on the air.
Howard,
Yes.
yeah, listen, I think Sal needs to take a time out, smoke a fat joint, relax. He's got a lot going on in his life. Listen, Sal.
Yeah, he's off the chart.
We all need that.
You know, I mean,
Maybe you're right.
give Artie more respect than that. Artie is the man. He's done so much before Howard Stern. And
That's right.
Artie, I'm the one who called you last week and told you should have busted a cap in Sal's ass. But you know, Sal just needs a little time out.
All right, thank you, Steve. Okay, final comment from Anne Marie. Then I must get to John Hine and Robin. Please help me get through this. Yes, Anne Marie, go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
Why don't you give Artie a cupcake? I think he's got a sugar low. He's arguing with everybody all day.
It's a tough day for Artie. That's true. I think he's all on the edge.
He could be irritable because of the food today.
He's usually, you know what? He's very feisty today. He's hungry.
It's like you're poking a bear.
As crackhead Bob would say, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
No, I do work closely with these guys, and it makes me question. I mean, I don't want to work with people who don't like me.
Right.
No, and just for the record, I'm not singling out Artie. Robin has been a lot meaner to me than Artie ever has.
Chris, you're on the air.
I'm just going by what I heard on the wrap-up show.
Yes, Chris, you're on the air.
And I
in Albany.
applaud Robin for that. I'm jealous of her for that.
Allow Chris to have a word, and then we can move on. Yes.
But he doesn't write any songs about me.
I'm sorry. 1 second. One at a time. Chris, go ahead.
Shut up.
Yeah. Chris, go ahead.
This is hands down the greatest radio I've heard in a long time from the show. This is you guys got to do this every month.
Well, you know, these things can't be fabricated. They've got to be real. Martin, you're on the air in Surprise, Arizona. Talk about how you're pissed off at Robin for not returning your DVDs.
Yeah, I loaned you.
Keeping them forever.
Oh my God, I loaned them to you in 2004
I
at
have
K-Rock.
something of yours.
Oh, and then another thing she did, I gave her, I wrote this horror movie script right away. I give it to her right away. She goes to you, she was like, oh, I threw it in the trash. And you said, the first thing you said when you heard about it, you was like, oh, it must be horrible.
Of course. Adam, you're on the air.
It's a horror movie. It was horrible.
Yes.
Howard.
Yes.
First, congratulations. You're the master at tweaking. This is another masterpiece of yours.
Yes. I had nothing to do with it.
Number two, I got to defend Sal and Richard a little bit. I think Artie sleeping on the air is probably the last straw.
Yeah, well, it was something that happened organically while we were working, and I thought it was funny material. Artie doesn't claim that was his best material. It wasn't material.
I don't have a defense for that, but the truth is, if Howard couldn't make it funny, then I'd get really reprimanded. This is not a normal job, sir. You got to admit that.
All right. Well, if I would like to top this all off with the Paul Lynde clips. All right, thank you, boys.
Oh,
guys,
that would be awesome.
The one thing here, though, that we missed was that, you know, when he was screaming that Artie gets to go and approach the guests, and he can't.
Right.
We went through this already, Robin.
I think it was Will who said, don't you think Howard trusts Artie and Artie's judgment, and Artie's going to make something funny out of it, and he doesn't trust you, Sal?
Yeah, right. That point is taken. I understand.
All right, thank you. Good.
Big thing that came up on the wrap-up show yesterday, just as a post.
Oh, please, you're killing me. I got to get out of here. I'm so late.
10:30. Listen to today's wrap-up show. I'll bring it up again.
Bring it up again. What is the thing?
Matter of fact, though, I was reprimanded when I was working here for about a year. This is a perfect example. When I asked David Wells for his autograph, and Howard gave me shit about it. Yeah. That's it. And you know what? It never happened again. That's how you operate it.
Gary, what did you want to say?
The guys were pointing out that Craig Gass was sitting in the Jackie chair and fell asleep, and you got mad at him. And I said, the difference is Artie's been here for 6 years, and this was a guy attempting to get a job. There's an enormous difference.
Of course.
When you're trying out for a job, you don't fall asleep.
Yeah, the enormous difference is Artie is enormous.
Craig Gass with Artie. All right, thank you.
Believe me, that first 6 months, I would not have fallen asleep.
All right, guys, thank you. Exactly.
Thank you.
Staff Picks of 2007.
Come on,
the top Howard Stern Show moments of the year. Now presenting Gary's Picks. Only on Howard 100.
everything was brewing, and we should have seen it coming, and we didn't. But Sal and Richard pissed off Artie. Sal came in and said some horrible things about Artie. Artie got up and threw a CD case at Sal and went to go at him and hit him. And it's one of those things where it's funny, and then all of a sudden it got really serious. But it's still unbelievably compelling, and that's why it's one of my favorite moments of the year.
Peculiar power running through his body defies all analysis.
Howard Stern Show.
You know what song this is?
What happened in the halls?
I've never. Well, they stay in their room, and I walk around, and they're not to be found. I've never been in a feud this serious before. I really haven't.
How do you feel? Do you feel like you want to make things better or fix everything up, or are you willing to have things be awkward?
I don't like it to be awkward, and part of me's starting to think, like, it's all fun and new now, but it might start affecting the show. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Finally.
Here's a man who refused to come in up until now. It's Sal Governal.
Good morning, everybody.
Did you have a statement to make, or are you going to hide behind JD's skirt?
Oh, and Richard, too.
And Richard, too. Uh-oh, there's a statement coming out of Richard and Sal. This is a new development. Howard 100 News is rushing to the scene.
We're just doing this to avoid that awful wrap-up show. So. Anyway.
And we have Robin to thank for. She gave us a nice talk earlier.
Yeah.
There was a meeting between you and Robin?
Yes.
And at what point in the show did this occur?
At a commercial break.
About 2 hours ago.
Interesting.
The one who wants you dead?
And she agreed she would be our moderator for this, if you don't mind, Howard.
Why would I agree to that?
Well, no, just to make sure they get their statements out, because I thought they had some interesting things to say.
All right, go ahead.
Here's my statement.
Thanks for waiting till 10:45 to do this.
Well, she came in and talked to us right before you did the / Cousin Brucey interview. You were so busy, we didn't want to interrupt.
The thing is, here it is with Artie in a nutshell. Artie knows how I feel about him, and I know how Artie feels about me, and we do have a good relationship. What bothered me is me and Richard are very passionate, as you know, and insecure about our work on the show. We go nuts over it. We drive Gary crazy. We drive you, Howard, crazy. And we don't mind any of the jokes, any of the ball breaking, any of the raccoon references, any of the emotional friend, which is, I've said a million times is funny, and the roasts are great. What hurts us is that when Artie takes a jab at our work that we're passionate about the show, if he says that our Jack and Rods are redundant, if he calls us fifth graders, if he says any kid could do our prank calls, if he says we take an easy route by using cunt calls, and he comes back and he says that Richard Christie is a hack comedian, we're just up-and-coming guys. And we respect and admire Artie, and we want to be a part of the family, and we would love his help. So I don't care about anything that you do, and I've laughed over everything you've done, and I applaud the ball breaking, but we are passionate about what we do for the Howard Stern Show, and that's where we feel we're being ribbed, and we're being kind of jabbed at.
And we're not mad. We're not mad at Artie. We're just getting hurt when things get said.
I listened to this. And this is a quote from you yesterday, Sal. I'll read it back to you.
I know, but see, what you're doing is
wait a second now. You said you're not mad, but let's find out.
Yesterday,
You said the following, and I'm just reading from a transcript. I'm not putting anything in your mouth. You knew you.
Well, they were stupid.
You sucked on Mad TV. You sucked on the Norm Show. Beer League sucks shit. It's fucking terrible.
It's a lot of projects to suck in.
It was a flop. It was in 18 theaters and made $250,000 in America. I could shit that out of my ass. For you to tell me about comedy and what people tell me. Okay. No, that is a quote. So don't tell me you weren't mad. That's not true.
Howard, I never said I wasn't mad.
I just said it.
So compared to the movies you were in,
Robin,
a lot more than that.
Well, let us say this.
Let me finish.
What I talked about with them before was that all of the things they did yesterday only caused a big break. It didn't really express how they truly felt. It was lashing out in anger, and they really didn't say to you what they actually feel.
So what happened was with Artie taking those digs at what we do, our work, not other stuff, which we don't have a problem with, it festered in us. And we said, you know, we're not even going to deal with Artie anymore. We're not going to let him make fun of our calls and say they suck. Let him say all the shit he says about our work. And we'll just sit in the back and do the best that we can. And then it came to the breaking point where I came on the show and Artie said, you guys are glorified whack packers that won the contest. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was personally offended on from a work perspective, not a personal one. And the only angle I could take back at Artie was diminishing his work as a professional. That was the only angle. I wasn't going to go beneath the belt. That wasn't my intent. My intent was like, hey, you keep knocking me. I'm breaking my ass every day. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. Where can I go? I could say, well, I think you sucked on Mad TV and you sucked on Beer League. Is that true? No. But it was to a certain degree, maybe. But that was the angle.
What is this?
No, not
ridiculous.
No,
Sal. It's so phony.
It's not phony at all.
Yes,
What is this?
See, and no,
it's bullshit.
No, and that's the truth, and that's the.
But that's why we didn't come in earlier, because no matter what we say, we can't defend ourselves.
You said all that stuff before I mentioned that you won a contest. Yes, you did.
Tell me when.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You gotta be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, a show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is a best-selling author, a pioneer in the world of radio. She's got one of the most recognizable and contagious laughs of all time. She is also known to masturbate with fruits and vegetables, have anal sex with complete strangers in a bathroom, and take hallucinogenic drugs while vacationing in third world countries. She is the inspiration for nearly every song parody that comes in on the show, and she's one of the few people I know who can challenge me in the boobs department. She is the queen of all media, '𝗵𝗻.
That was one stranger.
Singular on the strangers. Fair enough. That's you've earned quite the intro.
Oh boy.
Well, we had a lot of people writing questions for you, so I'm just gonna jump into it.
All right.
First one comes in from Robin S. Robin asks, I'm curious to know where you envisioned your life taking you when you were back in high school. If you'd ever begun working with Howard, what would you have wanted to do with your life career-wise, and how did you get hooked up with Howard?
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
I had no vision.
Really?
I was just hoping to stay alive. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of high school and go to college. I never had any idea of what I wanted to be when I grew up. I mean, I'd watch TV and as a kid, I thought I wanted to be a doctor or something like that, and that's sort of how I wound up in nursing. But it took me years to figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. So I was 28 before I even got into broadcasting. So it wasn't like I had this idea. What would I be doing if I wasn't working with Howard? I'd still be in broadcasting because I had decided that's what I wanted to do. It just so happened that 8 months after I got into broadcasting, I was hired by the same station that Howard went to work for in Washington, and that's how we met.
Next question comes in from David S., also on Facebook. Who's your favorite whackpacker, living or dead, and why?
Wow. I guess my favorite all-time whackpacker was Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Hank, the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
I just enjoyed him. You know, I just thought he had so many talents, but was so miserable. And, you know, I just remember appearances where, you know, he'd be falling down drunk, almost asleep, but he'd be in a music trivia game or contest with someone, and he'd wake up and have the right answer.
Hank, the Thin White Duke.
David Bowie.
David Bowie, that's right.
Wow.
And Gary. David Bowie.
It was incredible.
That's amazing. Next question comes in from Mickey M, also on Facebook. Robin, who is your dream guest? A guest that you are dying to interview who has never been on the show?
You know, that's interesting because in the last few days, there have been people's names that have come up, and I say to myself, I wish they would be on the show.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to that person. And I suppose there's a long list of those people. Cher, Madonna.
Yeah.
A lot of people who, you know, actresses, Scarlett Johansson, you know, a lot of people that just won't do a show like this I'd love to talk to.
It's a shame they won't. It'd be such a great interview. Next one comes in from Andrea F. She asks, what makes a movie star a movie star? And why isn't Brad Pitt a movie star? Got a lot of flack over this Brad Pitt thing. Tell us more.
I'm still arguing with myself about Brad Pitt. I watched Thelma and Louise the other night, and, you know, that was basically where America discovered Brad Pitt. And I even thought after watching it again, I thought, you know what? I thought that guy was going to have a much bigger career. I think that Brad Pitt is one of those guys. He makes the kind of movies he likes.
Yeah.
Not the kind of movies we like. And that's my problem with Brad Pitt.
So it's the choice of movies. It's not the scope or the size of
I think
the
a real
movies.
movie star is someone who's thinking about his audience as well. Not an artist. An artist is different than a movie star.
Okay, so who would be a good example of a movie star?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He always thinks about, will this be fun for the audience to see? Would they like to see me in this kind of movie? He also occasionally goes off and does, you know, some of that artistic stuff. But for the most part, I mean, even the cameos he takes are, you know, very broad and things you wouldn't expect him to do, and it's exciting and surprising to see him when he does it.
So is there a percentage, like, you know, Cruise did Eyes Wide Shut, and maybe that was kind of a distraction from...
Yeah, that was to work with
Kubrick.
and all of that stuff, so you can understand that.
So there's a small percentage of artsy films you can do as long as your mainstream ones are big blockbusters.
Mainstream, you're constantly thinking about, you know, I have an audience out there who likes to see me do this. And there's nothing wrong with somebody being artistic either. I just don't call them movie stars.
Okay, there you go. Next question, also from Mickey M. Have you ever had to deal with a crazed stalker fan? And if so, what were the circumstances?
I did, and I don't talk about it.
Oh, no! You got to tell us a little. Give us a little piece.
I had a long-time crazed fan. And it got to be kind of scary because we did all the wrong things. We did, you know, like they had never put out that, but, you know, when this was going on, we didn't have that list of things you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
And we did all of them.
Like
and, what? You know, having contact, you know, all the kinds of things that if you read a list of what not to do if somebody is stalking you, just realize we did them all. And then it became, you know, a situation where we had to do something legally to make it stop.
Did you feel in imminent danger? Like, was it that
I
kind of
felt
scary?
that other people might be in danger. I felt that that person was in danger.
That's terrifying. Brandon S. asks, Robin, do you ever regret having told any of the stories about your personal life over the course of the show's history, such as sexual experiences or coffee enemas?
I definitely regret the meats and
Understandably.
I still get angry because that was the one, you know, we started that contest before we left terrestrial radio. And Howard said, yeah, we're going to each reveal something that's really embarrassing. and he revealed that he had had a nose job. I'm like, give me a break. Everybody else went to the bank, and you revealed you did something to make yourself look better. How embarrassing.
That's not embarrassing. Yeah. Next question's from 𝗦𝗵cie. She asks, Robin, how annoyed are you with Benji's bull?
I'm not so annoyed at Benji in general, but when you start to ask Benji questions and you realize he's weaving this web to try to keep you talking about him, that's when I get annoyed.
Understandably.
And I always want to say, let's end the conversation and go on to something else.
Do you buy any of the stuff he's doing right now with the wig and the nail polish and the makeup? I mean, do you think any of that is legitimately trying to look better, or is it just shtick?
I don't think that Benji could have thought of this on his own.
Okay, so there's a team of masterminds. Or you think she's a mastermind?
Yeah, I don't think he would ever put on eyeliner. You know, I mean, we've known him for how many years, and that never happened. He might dress up as something.
Right. And do you think she's masterminding it to get the on-air attention, or because she really thinks that looks better?
I'm beginning to lean toward on-air attention.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because at first it just seemed like this was their personal thing, but when he came in the other day and stood up and he had hair and a black beard and eye makeup and black fingernails, I said, that's it.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to say I'm more handsome.
Next question is from Twitter. At River Road Flip asks, Robin, are you planning on going on any more spiritual trips and becoming absurdly high?
I don't know about becoming absurdly high.
Now, you will receive with these rocks, special rocks, the energy, new energy.
But I'm going to Bali for this next break, and you know, that's sort of that eat, pray, love kind of destination, and I haven't, you know, made any plans to go to any spiritual things, but I'll see what's there.
That's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Next question comes in from Danny V. Danny asks, are we ever going to see your boobs?
No.
No, never?
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Go ahead, take your jacket off real quick.
There it is!
Oh, I missed it!
Next question is from Cindy W. Cindy asks, are you being authentic when you laugh at everything Howard says?
Yes, I don't fake laugh.
You're just a happy person.
I do, and a lot of times when people meet me in person, they say, oh, you do laugh all the time. Yeah, that's just the way I am. I'm looking for the fun.
I think that's fantastic. I wish more people laughed all the time.
I do too.
I'm getting out of here. Pat it with all of you. That's such a scream. You guys are... Why is that funny? Fred, what's going on here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Weird reaction, right? This is odd, isn't it? Am I in the middle of something odd?
You know, I mean, we all get a little crazy about things sometimes. This is one of those moments I'm not sure.
Is Robin nuts right now? Or am I misreading this? Is this funny?
To put it simply, yes, she's nuts, Fred.
Okay. You need help.
Well, I want to thank Robin for taking the time to sit down and answer all the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook, you can email, you can send video submissions and actually be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you, Robin.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed this.
Good, I did too.
Okay.
Hey now. You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything.
You gotta be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's gonna be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey, Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, a show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whackpackers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is a best-selling author, a pioneer in the world of radio. She's got one of the most recognizable and contagious laughs of all time. She is also known to masturbate with fruits and vegetables, have anal sex with complete strangers in a bathroom, and take hallucinogenic drugs while vacationing in third world countries. She is the inspiration for nearly every song parody that comes in on the show, and she's one of the few people I know who can challenge me in the boobs department. She is the queen of all media, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱.
That was one stranger.
Singular on the strangers. Fair enough. That's you've earned quite the intro.
Oh boy.
Well, we had a lot of people writing questions for you, so I'm just gonna jump into it.
All right.
First one comes in from Robin S. Robin asks, I'm curious to know where you envisioned your life taking you when you were back in high school. If you'd never begun working with Howard, what would you have wanted to do with your life career-wise, and how did you get hooked up with Howard?
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
I had no vision.
Really?
I was just hoping to stay alive. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of high school and go to college. I never had any idea of what I wanted to be when I grew up. I mean, I'd watch TV, and as a kid, I thought I wanted to be a doctor or something like that, and that's sort of how I wound up in nursing. But it took me years to figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. So I was 28 before I even got into broadcasting. So it wasn't like I had this idea. What would I be doing if I wasn't working with Howard? I'd still be in broadcasting because I had decided that's what I wanted to do. It just so happened that 8 months after I got into broadcasting, I was hired by the same station that Howard went to work for in Washington, and that's how we met.
Next question comes in from David S., also on Facebook. Who's your favorite whackpacker, living or dead, and why?
Wow. I guess my favorite all-time whackpacker was Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Hank, the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
I just enjoyed him. You know, I just thought he had so many talents, but was so miserable. And, you know, I just remember appearances where, you know, he'd be falling down drunk, almost asleep, but he'd be in a music trivia game or contest with someone, and he'd wake up and have the right answer.
Hank, the Thin White Duke.
David Bowie.
David Bowie, that's right.
Wow.
And Gary. David Bowie.
It was incredible.
That's amazing. Next question comes in from Mickey M., also on Facebook. Robin, who is your dream guest? A guest that you are dying to interview who has never been on the show?
You know, that's interesting because in the last few days, there have been people's names that have come up, and I say to myself, I wish they would be on the show.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to that person. And I suppose there's a long list of those people. Cher, Madonna.
Yeah.
A lot of people who, you know, actresses, Scarlett Johansson, you know, a lot of people that just won't do a show like this I'd love to talk to.
It's a shame they won't. It'd be such a great interview. Next one comes in from Andrea F. She asks, what makes a movie star a movie star? And why isn't Brad Pitt a movie star? Got a lot of flack over this Brad Pitt thing. Tell us more.
I'm still arguing with myself about Brad Pitt. I watched Thelma and Louise the other night, and, you know, that was basically where America discovered Brad Pitt. And I even thought after watching it again, I thought, you know what? I thought that guy was going to have a much bigger career. I think that Brad Pitt is one of those guys. He makes the kind of movies he likes.
Yeah.
Not the kind of movies we like. And that's my problem with Brad Pitt.
So it's the choice of movies. It's not the scope or the size of movies.
I think of a real movie star as someone who's thinking about his audience as well. Not an artist. An artist is different than a movie star.
Okay, so who would be a good example of a movie star?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He always thinks about, will this be fun for the audience to see? Would they like to see me in this kind of movie? He also occasionally goes off and does, you know, some of that artistic stuff. But for the most part, I mean, even the cameos he takes are, you know, very broad and things you wouldn't expect him to do, and it's exciting and surprising to see him when he does it.
So is there a percentage, like, you know, Cruise did Eyes Wide Shut, and maybe that was kind of a distraction from...
Yeah, but that was to work with
Kubrick.
and all of that stuff, so you can understand that.
So there's a small percentage of artsy films you can do as long as their mainstream ones are big blockbusters.
Mainstream, you're constantly thinking about, you know, I have an audience out there who likes to see me do this. And there's nothing wrong with somebody being artistic either. I just don't call them movie stars.
Okay, there you go. Next question, also from Mickey M. Have you ever had to deal with a crazed stalker fan? And if so, what were the circumstances?
I did, and I don't talk about it.
Oh, no! You got to tell us a little. Give us a little piece.
I had a long time crazed fan. And it got to be kind of scary because we did all the wrong things. We did, you know, like they had never put out that, but, you know, when this was going on, we didn't have that list of things you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
And we did all of them.
Like
and,
what?
You know, having contact, you know, all the kinds of things that, if you read a list of what not to do, if somebody is stalking you, just realize we did them all. And then it became, you know, a situation where we had to do something legally to make it stop.
Did you feel in imminent danger? Like, was it that
I
kind of scary?
felt that other people might be in danger. I felt that that person was in danger.
That's terrifying. Brandon S. asks, Robin, do you ever regret having told any of the stories about your personal life over the course of the show's history, such as sexual experiences or coffee enemas?
I definitely regret the meats and
Understandably.
I still get angry because that was the one, you know, we started that contest before we left terrestrial radio. And Howard said, yeah, we're going to each reveal something that's really embarrassing. And he revealed that he had had a nose job. I'm like, give me a break. Everybody else went to the bank and you revealed, you did something to make yourself look better. How embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing. Yeah. Next question's from Wilma G. She asks, Robin, how annoyed are you with Benji's bullshit?
I'm not so annoyed at Benji in general, but when you start to ask Benji questions and you realize he's weaving this web to try to keep you talking about him, that's when I get annoyed.
Understandably.
And I always want to say, let's end the conversation and go on to something else.
Do you buy any of the stuff he's doing right now with the wig and the nail polish and the makeup? I mean, do you think any of that is legitimately trying to look better, or is it just shtick?
I don't think that Benji could have thought of this on his own.
Okay, so there's a team of masterminds.
Or
you think she's a mastermind?
Yeah, I don't think he would ever put on eyeliner. You know, I mean, we've known him for how many years, and that never happened. He might dress up as something.
Right. And do you think she's masterminding it to get the on-air attention, or because she really thinks that looks better?
I'm beginning to lean toward on-air attention.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because at first it just seemed like this was their personal thing, but when he came in the other day and stood up and he had hair and a black beard and eye makeup and black fingernails, I said, that's it.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to say I'm more handsome.
Next question is from Twitter. At River Road Flip asks, Robin, are you planning on going on any more spiritual trips and becoming absurdly high?
I don't know about becoming absurdly high.
Now, you will receive with these rocks, special rocks, the energy, new energy.
But I'm going to Bali for this next break, and you know, that's sort of that eat, pray, love kind of destination, and I haven't, you know, made any plans to go to any spiritual things, but I'll see what's there.
That's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Next question comes in from Danny V. Danny asks, are we ever going to see your boobs?
No.
No, never?
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Go ahead, take your jacket off real quick.
There it is!
Oh!
Well, I missed it.
Next question is from Cindy W. Cindy asks, are you being authentic when you laugh at everything Howard says?
Yes, I don't fake laugh.
You're just a happy person.
I do, and a lot of times when people meet me in person, they say, oh, you do laugh all the time. Yeah, that's just the way I am. I'm looking for the fun.
I think that's fantastic. I wish more people laughed all the time.
I do too.
I'm getting out of here. Pat it with all of you. That's such a scream. You guys are. Why is that funny? Fred, what's going on here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Weird reaction, right? This is odd, isn't it? Am I in the middle of something odd?
You know, I mean, we all get a little crazy about things sometimes. This is one of those moments I'm not sure.
Is Robin nuts right now? Or am I misreading this? Is this funny?
To put it simply, yes, she's nuts right now.
Okay. You need help.
Well, I want to thank Robin for taking the time to sit down and answer all the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook, you can email, you can send video submissions and actually be a part of the show. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you, Robin.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed this.
Good, I did too.
Okay.
Hey, Gary, how does this work? Like, how do we coordinate getting Nick Cannon on our show?
Him right now.
Okay. So don't curse because we'll be on his air. And
Right.
Yeah.
You have to remember the rules of terrestrial radio.
Yes, they're barely in my memory bank, but...
Well, this is good practice because you're going back to
yes.
the world of terrestrial.
Yeah, can't say the F word, nothing. Yeah.
It's going to be line 19. He's picking you up in about 15 seconds. They're probably coming out of commercial or something.
Beautiful. Nice job. I don't know how long he can talk because he's, oh, there we go.
They have their breaks.
Water that I have to
Nick.
drink throughout the day, though. So how do I say this? I got to go to the bathroom a lot. But I'm also excited because right now I get the opportunity to talk to one of my new coworkers.
Are you a little nervous about having him as a coworker?
Nah. Oh, man,
He's very opinionated, Nick Cannon.
Mr. Howard Stern.
How are you, Nick?
I believe I have a love-hate relationship with this man.
Let me see.
I've always been a fan. I mean, I'm a radio fan. So.
Right.
If you're a radio fan, you're definitely going to be a fan of Howard Stern. But then, in the past, we've had our differences and opinions about tons of things. But I have nothing but the utmost respect for this man, and I look forward to it. And like the judge he replaced, Piers Morgan, always had beef with him. And it was a real relationship. Sometimes we agreed on stuff. Most of the time we didn't. And it made for good television, made for a good relationship. So being two grown men, I believe we'll have lots of things to talk about. And I think we'll make good television.
Yes.
And I think, I think our differences will kind of come.
I can't get a word in.
Does he know we're here?
I can't wait to watch. And the good news is, thanks to Howard, we can thank him for having you in New York every single day.
I really appreciate Mr. Stern because I get to be at home with my family in New York because he's such a big dog. He got them to pay him millions and millions of dollars and move the whole damn show to his neck of the woods.
That's right.
So that's hot. Wait, he actually supposed to call it
I'm here
right now. So we're waiting to get him on the phone.
Oh,
I'm
he doesn't
here.
know.
We got him?
We got him? All right.
Yep.
Oh!
Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning. Now,
this is such an honor.
a pleasure to be on your show, and I'm saying welcome back. I know that you were ill.
Yes, this is my first day back, man. So this is you're my first guest of the new year.
And let me say, I am excited to be on your show because, after all, you're on my old radio station.
Yes, I am. And terrestrial radio is treating me very well. I hope satellite is treating you as well.
Well, let me remind you that, first of all, you can curse on our show. We can't curse on your show. So for purposes of this discussion, go ahead. You can say whatever you want, but I'll be cool with you.
Seriously, you are so intelligent with that. And I want to commend you because I know everybody's all worried about what you're going to do on television like you're not a professional. Like they didn't know you've been doing this for 35 damn years. So
no, my philosophy with America's Got Talent, and you know this, that I am a fan of the show. I'm a fan of you on the show. I was very worried when you were ill. I got nervous, but I feel now it was correct me if I'm wrong, but I just read that you had kidney stones, not kidney failure.
No, see, this is the thing. I was telling the story a little earlier. They originally thought like I had acute mountain sickness because I was in Aspen. And then I did all these tests, and then they were like, oh, it's just kidney stones. Then they were like, no, we didn't find any stones. And they thought it was a kidney infection, and it was a lot more serious. And they found out that my kidneys weren't functioning well. We didn't want to say kidney failure because when people think kidney failure, they think, uh-oh, I got to go get new kidneys, and it's Gary Coleman and all of that stuff. So we didn't want to go there, so we said mild kidney failure.
Are you all right?
I am. I got a couple more procedures I got to go do and everything, but I'm good. I'm back. I'm feeling 100%.
Has anyone spoken to you about your lifestyle? In the sense, I read about you, and I've spoken.
I tell them all the time.
Yeah, I've spoken to some of the people at America's Got Talent about you. And I said, I really do like Nick as the host, and I want him as the host. I said, what is?
They probably would have fired me if you said.
No, they describe that you are a guy who carries a pillow around with him and catches like 5 minutes of sleep here and there.
Yeah.
And why the mad drive? In other words, you've got America's Got Talent, you've got the radio show. Between those two things, that's a pretty busy life, and now you have twins, and you got a whole thing going.
Right.
Why are you grabbing it so much? You're gonna kill yourself, and I mean that seriously.
I know that now, Howard, and I actually, I was always saying, the harder you work, the more, you can accomplish. I was always taught that, but because of this situation, I definitely know that I don't need to go too hard. I don't need to,
Well, what will you cut back on? In other words, you're going to do America's Got Talent. You got to do that. And the radio show you're committed to.
Yes. So it's more about just my way of living. I was doing that. I was DJing, stand-up comedy, still trying to run a couple companies. So it's really just about taking time. And
so what are you going to cut out? You know what I would cut out? Parenthood. Why don't you just...
now.
Don't see the kids.
That's the most important thing.
Absolutely. So I'm not cutting that out, but I'm pretty sure you can give me some tips on how to juggle that whole thing.
You are juggling more than any guy. It's a funny thing with you. I mean, a lot of people probably say to themselves, me included, he's married to Mariah Carey. The woman has more money than God. You really could sit back and relax. So I admire your work ethic. In other words, you're not sitting there going, hey, Mariah Carey can support me. You're not saying that.
I would be a punk if I did that.
Right.
Howard.
I admire that. I admire that. But to take on 20 jobs, a lot of my Jamaican friends will do this. They take on 20 jobs. But
yeah, Howard, you're his new coworker, and he gave me a hard time because I emailed him when he was in the hospital.
He didn't
you
reach
call
out
him?
not one damn time.
Did Howard call him?
I'm a fan of the Stern Show.
How would I call him?
He was concerned.
Did you call him and say, Nick,
He doesn't have my damn...
I don't know. I don't have any relationship with Nick. I mean, I expect that we'll form one when we work together.
Right.
Now, tell me what the schedule...
Robin, let's ask Robin. Robin, if Howard Stern went into the hospital for over 2 weeks for almost a fatal situation, wouldn't you at least call him?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be there.
Robin, oh my goodness, girl, have my back. I emailed him. He needs his rest. He never.
Oh, that's cruel.
Call him in the hospital.
People say I'm cold. You're cold.
I'd be there sleeping on the floor.
Robin would be straddling me.
My wife.
I'd become his nurse.
Robin would be straddling me if I was in the hospital with a...
Hey, Mariah, is it okay if I straddle you in the hospital?
Yes.
You know she gonna whoop your ass.
No, she knows I'm joking. Robin said it, not me.
By the way, you know, now that I'm on this America's Got Talent, there was a tabloid report where they were saying I tweeted out a terrible thing about Mariah Carey, and we're having this whole war. And I just want to go on record in front of Nick and say I never have done that. I don't
Never
even know.
said whatever they quoted him as saying.
Oh, I said it. I never called Mariah Carey a bitch. I don't know where that came from. I don't talk that way.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I remember what it was because when when I first started this show, because obviously you used to be on this frequency, and
yes,
you said that if I was going to be successful here, I was going to have to talk about certain things, and we got a little lewd, and you know. And we went there, and then I think at the time you had seen a video or a picture of my wife where you thought she had put on some weight, and I thought that was very rude and disrespectful. So as
probably was.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm going to have to whoop Howard Stern's ass when I see him.
Listen, I'm ready to take my whooping.
Well, now my kidneys ain't working right, so I got to get back in shape.
He's ready to take you on now.
Are you kidding? Yeah, as long as you're ill, I can take you on. I might be able to last 5 minutes in the fight if you are sick.
Yeah, you got to let me get back in shape. I still need a couple more.
I understand. I'm not letting you get back in shape. But Nick, you know, listen, I am looking forward to this. I have so many questions. I mean, I don't even understand the schedule when we're going to probably meet in Los Angeles. I guess this is our first time when we go to do the initial show, the tapings.
Right. I was actually having questions for you. I mean, we have the Howard TV guys here, and I was asking them, like, are they traveling with you, or are we doing? Because sometimes our shows are going to be like in the middle of the week, and I know I got to get up early as hell to do my radio show, especially on the West Coast.
No, I worked out my schedule that I'm taking off the weeks that we travel, you know, or taking off at least a few days.
I need your agent. No!
Well, because I don't want to end up with kidney failure.
Right.
Exactly.
I could not, I'll go on record, I could not do your schedule and have the pressures of 2 young children at home. I don't know how you're doing it.
And we didn't even talk about the sitcom.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And you know, to me, you know, I can't wait to ask you stuff like when you and Mariah, because she's so famous.
Right.
When you guys go and buy a house.
Uh-huh.
Like how do you work out? Do you pay, like, do you guys have an arrangement where you each pay half?
It all depends. It depends, like in New York, that's her house.
Right.
I stay in her apartment. But in L.A., where, you know, I'm originally from the West Coast, you know, we split the bills, and, you know, that's the thing, like, I'm looking forward, I want to buy an East Coast home for our family now, personally.
But Nick, is it awkward? But Nick, is that seriously awkward? Because, like, all of a sudden you get the gas bill or something, and you turn and go, well, I paid half, you pay half, and I mean, to me, it is one relationship, and That apartment should be yours. You know what I mean?
Nah, you know how much that apartment costs?
How does that all work? I got to know. I mean, I want to break this down.
I'm sure he had to sign like a major prenup.
Did you?
Absolutely. Why? I mean, we talked about this on the show before with Sarah Lee and I. I believe when two people come into a relationship, I mean, I had a little bit of paper. I wasn't broke. I wasn't.
Right.
You know.
No, I mean, you make a good living.
Yeah, so I came in with what I had, and, and she came in with what she had, and it was like, if in case I don't believe in divorce.
Right.
If it did happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, we would do what we would have to do.
He keeps working like that. It's going to happen.
Nah, because I work hard at home first. I'm daddy and husband first.
When are you ever home, though? When is Nick ever home? Nick, when are you ever home? You're barely home.
I have been home recently.
In the bed.
Well, yeah, because you're ill.
No, honestly, honestly, we travel together. It's actually been really beautiful. I mean,
how often am I going to hang with Mariah? I assume.
Does she come to the set?
Show, never.
She never comes to the set?
She performed the first season I got there and hung out a couple of times, and she was like, all right, I'm over it. I'll watch it from home.
Yeah, but wait a second. You put in long days, right? I mean, when they do these tapings in San Francisco.
Are you ready for these days, Howard?
No.
I told you how long these days are.
Do you want to know the truth? They lied to me when they hired me.
They didn't tell you about them 16-hour days, huh?
No, because they said, I'm on the phone with them making arrangements, and they had originally told me that on these taping days, you work from like 11 in the morning till about 7 at night. So I said, oh, okay, I can deal with that. It's hard for me because I get up so early. I wish they could start at 6 in the morning, But then so then the other day I'm in a conversation and they go, oh, did anyone tell you about the grueling days? I go, what grueling days?
What grueling days?
They go,
Nobody mentioned it.
Long, grueling days. I'm going to tell you all about it. Matter of fact, I mean, we got these things over here called commercials, Howard.
No, you don't need to. You can take. Listen, this is special.
Commercial. We'll be back with more.
No, Nick.
Maybe he can continue to talk to us.
Can you continue talking to us?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. All right.
We'll be back on 92.3 now, but I'm still rocking with Stern. So what's next?
Hey, Nick.
I'm still here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, all right. I couldn't hear you.
I couldn't hear him, though.
You're telling me.
Yo.
Okay, you there with me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's echoing for some reason.
Probably because we got some strange kind of feedback. I apologize for that, sir.
What are you saying? It's 11 o'clock in the morning, you start taping, and then it goes to like 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, so sometimes we start like 11, at least 11 to 11. 11 to 11, like 3 days in a row.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have a judge sitting there sleeping. I'm going to be sleeping.
15-minute tea breaks because, like, Sharon's British and stuff. So, like...
No wonder you carry around a pillow. No wonder you carry around a pillow. My God. I'm going to share your pillow.
So are there long breaks, though, during, because Howard thought that there's... you need time to set up, and there's lots of sitting in your trailer.
No, there's no like when we do, especially the audition days, they just fun. It's like you have to sit through like 200 people.
Oh my God,
doing ridiculousness.
I'm not going to have much patience for that.
Oh, it's going to be great. I cannot wait to see. Because that was the thing about Piers Morgan. He did Piers was a diva. I'll put it out there. Like he would like walk off and be upset and be like, "You're wasting my." Especially when the CNN stuff came up, you're like, wasting my time.
Right. Well, I watched that and it felt kind of false to me, that the whole rivalry between him and Howie and all of that.
Yeah, that stuff was a little put on, but like Piers showing up when he wanted to and mad that we were there all day, and like he did that. So I could only imagine. I know you're not gonna go for that.
That's what I heard. I heard that like Piers would actually go up and tape some stuff for CNN between the acts and then walk off and all that stuff. And no, I'm not gonna. Listen, I'm there to work. I even told these guys, there's no nonsense. I'm walking in. I'm not making the show about myself. I'm there to give you my opinion on these acts, and that's it. I'm not going to walk in.
The beautiful thing, though, you have already established the fear of God in everyone over there.
I know.
I'm just gonna ride with you.
But why is Mariah never coming by to, like, hang with you at work? I mean, you're putting in these long days. Why doesn't she come by and, like, I can hang out with her while you're working? I can, hang out in my trailer with her.
You're gonna be working too. But no, honestly, well, because in the cities when we travel, obviously because we're traveling, but when I was in L.A., she would be in New York a lot of times. So maybe now that since you moved the show to New York, we might be able to get a Mariah Carey appearance.
Now, you're happy about the show moving to New York because now how were you doing the radio show? You would get up at 1 in the morning and start at 3 in the morning?
This was the craziest thing ever. Like, I'm so grateful and thankful for you, especially during the live shows when they were in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because what would happen, I would finish my radio show at about 7 a.m. I would have, you have to do a couple of things afterwards. Maybe I have to do my countdown show or something. So I'd get to the set directly from my radio show by 9:30, 10, do the whole hair, wardrobe thing, be on set from 10 all the way to about 8, 9 at night, because you got to do, as the host, I got to do, rehearsals and talk with the acts and all of that, and then you do the live show, which you don't have to come into till about 4 or 5, but I'm there the whole time, and then I'd go straight back to my radio show, so I wouldn't go home or anything. I would lose 20 pounds every summer.
Oh, my God. I mean, I am amazed by this schedule, and your life becomes a burden and a holy hell, right?
Yeah, so I'm grateful for you. You have saved my family and my life.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's got to affect the marriage. When I don't see my wife for a while, it gets weird. You know what I mean? If you're working those amount of hours and you're coming home grumpy, there's no friggin' way you can hold on to a marriage.
Well, the beautiful thing, how it usually works, like I said, Mariah normally would be on the East Coast, and America's Got Talent is only the first part of the week. So the second part of the week, I would go back to New York, and it would just be us. So,
and then when you would go back to New York, you're busy trying to catch up on sleep, right?
Well, that's where the good times happen, Howard.
Not really. I mean, you got to be exhausted.
Nah, come on, man. I'm still young and very viral. I get it in.
By the way, when you got married,
yes,
you gave up an incredible sex life. This guy, Nick...
What are you talking about?
He has dated, the laundry list of women he's dated. Well,
your research.
Oh, my God. It's somebody...
I didn't know he was up to all that.
Nick, talk about... First of all, when he married Mariah Carey, he was engaged for... He was going out with her for 6 weeks, and then he got engaged.
I know. I remember the televised engagement.
Right. Do you think that was a craziness, Nick, to get engaged that quick?
I'm sorry. What was the last thing?
Was that craziness, getting engaged that quick? 6 weeks.
Absolutely. I mean, celebrities, we a little crazy. We do crazy, impulsive things, but I had always been a huge Mariah Carey fan, and it was like a love at first sight thing, and we just hit it off. We said, let's rock with it. Let's see what happens.
But you got engaged to this Victoria's Secret model after knowing her for 6 weeks as well. It's a pattern.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, where you asked her to marry you on TV.
Right.
Yeah, but that wasn't 6 weeks. Wasn't that a little long?
No, it was you proposed on a Times Square Jumbotron 6 weeks after meeting the Victoria's Secret model, Salida Eban.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Victoria's Secret model.
Hey, you're a man. You got to do it.
Exactly. I think I'm in love with being in love. I'm one of those hopeless romantics. So.
Do you miss that?
Nah, not anymore. I mean, I got my soulmate, the dream girl that I've always ever wanted. I don't feel like there's anyone I could go up from Mariah Carey.
That's perfect.
I've been in love with her since I was a kid.
Do you guys ever make love and have her music on the turntable?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
Would she ever sing to you during sex?
Yes.
I would love that.
Oh, my goodness.
See, I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
You're saying Mariah will start to sing.
Married to Mariah Carey.
And Mariah will start to sing during your sexual activities.
when I'm doing a good job.
Good Lord.
Does she sing a new song?
Does she sing Hero or she writes something spontaneously?
Yo, I ain't got Hero yet.
You're working your way up to Hero.
Exactly. I need to put in some more work. So,
Wow.
all right, I think we get ready. We can come back on my show right now.
Good.
too,
All right. All right. Go ahead.
I mean,
I like this.
This is good. This is like double rate. Have you? I mean, in all your 30 some odd years of radio, have you ever done this before?
Nick, I've done it all.
I know you have.
Yes. No, I've done this.
I'm a huge fan of the show too. Right?
Thank you. No, I love that. And by the way, when you got ill, I seriously debated not doing the show because I said if he isn't the host,
He needed you.
I
He
said
said that.
I need this guy to get better. You do an excellent job.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I mean, I know you always made fun of me, like, what do you always say? I say, America have voted.
Yes.
I put on my black voice.
Well, you put on a little bit of street for me, but because I know you. You've been in show business since what, like 9?
Not 9. Well, I've been doing stand-up since I was probably like 15.
And your dad is a TV like a televangelist, right?
Yeah, he started like in North Carolina. He was a public access dude.
And he would go on TV and preach the gospel?
He preached the gospel, and he would let me open up with and do like a couple of Jesus jokes before he went on and stuff, and that kind of started my whole career.
Are you close with him?
Yeah, absolutely. My pop, and he's still doing his thing. He got, he does the circuit. He does evangelical work and all that type of stuff.
Are you a real believer?
Absolutely.
Here we go. We're coming back. We're coming back, Howard.
Speaking of believing, we coming in live now.
We're still entering up.
92.3 now, rolling with Nick Cannon, and I am on the air live.
Well, let me recap.
Howard Stern, thank you for being on my show and allowing me to be on your show.
Nick, let me recap. We've been on my radio show while you've been in commercial. Let me review what I've learned during the commercial. All right, number 1, this was amazing. Mariah Carey sings to Nick during lovemaking.
Yeah.
Only when I'm doing it well.
She has never.
Not hero yet.
He's working his way up to hero, which is the real, creme de la creme of lovemaking.
Exactly.
People don't know this about you, but you lost your virginity when you were 13 years old.
Yes, I did. I mean, my listeners know that because I talk about it all the time, about how, I cried. The girl made fun of me. It was the worst ever. And
made fun of you because you were bad at it.
Yes, I was horrible at it. She said it was actually at church. We were just talking about me being the son of a preacher man, and it happened at a church lock-in, and everyone laughed at me.
Horrible.
And from that day, I vowed no one would ever make fun of the canon.
So when you
a church lock-in, what's that?
What is a church lock-in? That sounds horrible.
Church lock-in is
no.
When you live in an urban community, like there's a lot of stuff going on at night, so they try to keep all the youth in the late night. So they have these things where, like in the gymnasium, it's like a lock-in where they, have like games and stuff. It's supposed to be like you play like Jesus games. And
no wonder you don't want to stay home.
Having sex and stuff at church.
Right. So this was an effort to keep you harnessed.
Yes.
Right. And so they lock you up. So one would think you hate religion because your parents were so involved in it and they pushed you into it and then they locked you up and kept you tame. You would think.
Not really. I don't think, because you know what? I'm more of a spiritual person now, especially, going through what I just went through with my health and everything. But I've always had a strong foundation in spirituality. I think religion, especially like the business of religion, is horrible, and I've actually seen every aspect of, or a lot of aspects of it. So I kind of go the other way with that. But
do you say that to your father?
Yeah, absolutely.
You said to him, Dad, I don't like the whole you going on TV, raising money, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. We have this debate a lot, all the time. I mean, about a lot of ministers that have been, close to our family for a long time. I'm not into the business of selling God.
Does your family hit you up for money all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you supporting your parents?
Nah. Like I said, my dad and my mother, honestly, both of my parents have accounting degrees, so
right.
That's actually helped and hurt.
So who's hitting you up for money? Your cousins and all that stuff?
I got 4 younger brothers that just some old thugs.
So you have to send them money.
Yeah, I mean, well, now I employ them. I have them work for, a couple of my companies and do different things. And, they working, doing their thing. A couple of them trying to entertain and stuff. But
are you resentful of that?
Nah, not at all. They're my younger brothers, so I'm the oldest. So I kind of I hold it down. Was their attitude, when you married Mariah Carey, now we're in the money kind of thing? Absolutely. Everybody thought it was different. I was like, that's her money. I ain't got that. However much money she got, we still working with the little. We were talking during the commercials. Your audience didn't hear this, but you have a pattern of meeting women, going out with them for 6 weeks, and then asking them to marry you. I only did that like 3 times.
All right, no big deal.
That's not a pattern.
Is it true that you made love to Lindsay Lohan?
Make love?
Yes.
I never made love.
All right. Did you have sex with?
Wife.
Did you have sex? Did you have sex with Lindsay Lohan?
No, Howard, I did not.
Do you know her?
Yes, I do know.
Why is it that you reportedly dated her? Did you?
What, dating and we were friends. We did a movie together. We did a film called Bobby, and we hung out a couple.
When you say hung out, did you kiss her?
I mean, it was late. It was.
So you made out with Lindsay Lohan. How far did you get with her? Second base? Third base?
I didn't. Lindsay Lohan at the time, we were very respectful with each other during the time because we were trying to be professional. And she was actually, you know what it was? I actually had a lot of respect for Lindsay because she was a lot younger at the time. I was real weirded out about younger girls. I've never really been into young girls, and I always kind of looked at her like she was just a young girl. So
yeah, but yet you guys made out. You were attracted to her.
Not really. I would say she was more attracted to me.
So she came on to you and started making out with you.
Absolutely.
And you pushed her away?
I didn't push her away. I'm still a man, Howard.
So she did things to you?
No, Howard. We were respectful. We were
What does that mean, respectful?
I mean, out of all the people you could choose, you picked Lindsay Lohan?
I would have told you the dirt about Kim Kardashian and all that. Why you go?
What'd you do with Kim Kardashian?
I like Lindsay and her family. I actually have a soft spot for them.
What'd you do with Kim Kardashian? You made love to her?
Yeah.
You did?
Everybody knows that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, see, you got to get up on the pop culture, man.
I tell you what, you gave up a pretty active sex life to marry Mariah.
I did, and it was well worth it, Howard.
Yes. You're happy.
Happier than happy, especially through this entire process of help. I mean, we've become so much closer, and our family is so just tight-knit, and I even got a chance to see a different side of my wife that through this process to where she just became so nurturing, and I mean, I'm in debt to her forever, even after this entire health scare.
Your relationship got better?
Way better. I mean, it was great already, but I mean, now...
I watched that interview with the two of you where she turned to whoever was doing the interview.
I think it was Barbara Walters.
It was Barbara Walters, and she said, well, Nick's not like the greatest husband.
No,
she did not say that.
That's how I interpreted it. I mean, it was...
That she doesn't trust me because I'm a man because of my promiscuous sex life.
So have you cheated?
I got married.
Did you cheat?
Never.
You never cheated?
Nah, I don't need to. I did everything before I got married.
You certainly did.
And he doesn't have time.
Why break up with a Kim Kardashian? Certainly good looking, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you why I did that on your show, but I got to go to break because I got these things again called commercials.
All right, I'll let you go.
I'll let 92.3 now.
All right. All right. Okay, quick, Nick. I want to find out what he did with her.
Right. Why did he break up?
He's got to play music, too, you know. That's a top 40 station.
Oh, is that what we're doing now?
I think so. Plus, Dave Navarro's here. I got to talk with Dave.
Ah.
And I got to take a break. I'll
We have to let him go.
I think so. I think he left.
You know, he said he has to go to the bathroom a lot. He's drinking a lot of water because of that kidney thing.
All right, I'll let him go.
Hey, looked like you had fun in there.
We did. This is what we do, man. I told you I'm a huge Stern fan.
So now that you've spoken with Howard, what do you think working with him will be like both on the air and behind the scenes?
Man, it's amazing. I'm excited about the opportunity. I mean, just to sit at the feet of King of all media and watch him do his thing like this. It's an honor.
All right, and most importantly, after hearing your phone call with Howard, do you think Mariah's opinion of Howard will change?
You know what? I was talking to my wife this morning, and she feels like they cool. She feels like the last couple of conversations they had were pretty straightforward. She said what she had to say, he said what they had to say, that they on cool terms. So I don't think my wife got any beef with Howard Stern.
All right. All right, Nick, thank you very much.
All right. Especially my wife is probably really going to love Howard now because her husband will be home more because of him.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, I'm Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about a ton of stuff. We talked about 𝗏𝐿𝐶ie Handler. She talked about wanting to be famous, and we talked about whether we wanted to be famous or not. We talked about tipping. We talked about 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗏, my old intern, and his girlfriend came in, and they're swingers, and how she wants to fuck a guy, and he's not into that. And then JD came in and discussed whether he'd be into that. We covered a wide array of subjects, and here's what happened.
Today, 𝗏𝐿𝐶ie Handler dropped by, and was 𝗏𝐿𝐶ie happy to be up here? In the beginning, she sounded a little tired, but by the end, she was clicking with Howard.
I think she digs the show. I think everybody hates getting up early, and I think part of her personality is that I think part of her comedy is that she's perennially irritated and pissed off. Like, that's sort of part of who she is.
And Howard loves that.
Right.
Yeah, he loves talking to someone who's as pissed off as he is about a lot of different things.
And willing to talk about it.
Right.
And name names.
Right. And which they did. The first thing I thought that got out was Howard's old college pal, Ted. 𝗏𝐿𝐶ie didn't hesitate to talk about him at all.
Right.
And they quickly bonded over that.
Howard is never like Ted. Ted is like a thorn in Howard's side. And every time he got more and more successful, it used to irritate the shit out of Howard. You know, he came on our show once.
And how'd that go?
It wasn't as much fun as making fun of him. And I don't make fun of him. I'm saying for Howard, it probably wasn't as much fun as goofing on him.
Now, why is being famous so important to 𝗏𝐿𝐶ie?
I don't know. I mean, she sort of said that it's something that she always dreamt of doing, that she wanted to do. I liked when she talked more about how you think that when you get famous, you can really rub it in everybody's faces, and it's not nearly as much fun as you would think it would be.
Well, that's what Howard said when he ran into,
Right.
he felt sad more than actually, hey,
Right.
it's time to gloat. But is being famous important to you?
I'd be lying if I said on some level it wasn't. I mean, when I was in college, I thought that I had a chance to sort of be recognizable, and I liked the idea of it, and I like it. I enjoy it.
How about you, Benji?
I think the perks, not I'm famous to a level, to like someone that's like a character on a reality show, but to the perks that we get from it, I think are great, and it's also nice. Like, I like the idea. I mean, it's an entree into people. It's like you feel like a little bit more connected to everyone, but the actual just being famous for being famous is not a huge turn on to me.
Yeah, I always say that the best part of working on the show is being a B celebrity who works for an A celebrity, or even a D celebrity who works for an A celebrity, because you do get some cool perks. But like Howard, almost can't utilize the perks that he gets because he's so famous. He can't, it's hard for him to go to the baseball game and sit in the stands.
What did you think of Chelsea's story about waitressing and how important the tip is?
First of all, I learned something today. I had no idea that they have to pay 8% tax on somebody's bill. That's crazy. Did you know that?
No.
I never heard that before. But I listen, I worked at TGI Fridays, and I worked with waitresses who were like Chelsea, who just went up to guys and said, really, you're not going to fucking tip me? And there were all sorts of discussions of which ethnic groups, and, like I know that I got yelled at. I was the host, and I got yelled at for seating a table of women in a waitress's section. And I go, what are you mad at? She goes, don't fucking put women in my section. They don't tip for shit.
Actually, yeah, she made an anti-Semitic comment about that.
Well, she said, you're the kind of Jew that makes a Jew like me, or something like that. Yeah. I guess when you're Jewish, you can make anti-Semitic remarks. But I do get,
She's showing half a comment.
When you work hard and somebody tips you, somebody putting $10 down an $800 bill is just, it's the worst thing you can do.
Do you feel pressure to tip well? I mean, have you always felt that pressure?
Yeah. My pressure is, I like to tip well anyway because I think I make enough money to do it, but my other pressure is if you tip like shit, someone will call the show.
That's right. So you better...
Which is, I think, is exactly what Howard did. In fact, I was telling you this before. Howard and I went out to dinner one night, and I got to remember if I got this right, but I think I picked up the bill and I put my credit card down, and Howard insisted on leaving a tip, which I thought was weird. But now that I think about it, I realize Howard probably wasn't sure I was going to leave a big enough tip, or not a Howard Stern caliber tip. And he didn't want to leave it to me. And I understand, because when we leave, nobody says, Gary tipped me like shit. It's Howard Stern tipped me like shit. So, and Howard always leaves ridiculous sized tips.
So do you have a general standard? Like, I know 15 to 20%.
I'm 20 to 25%. I mean, I'm guaranteed 20%, sometimes 25%. But again, I would never tip under 20%.
Rick, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Rick.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So I just that bit that Chelsea was talking about with the tipping.
Yeah.
The 8%?
Yeah, they actually can cost the waitress money to wait on somebody. They take out a percentage of their gross sales to divvy out to the bar, the hostesses, the bus, and all that. So they have to pay that no matter what.
Well, wait a second. She said
not.
You're saying that they take out money to divvy up to everybody. She's saying she has to pay 8% tax. Is that what?
I think she. No, it's not really tax. I think she just misexplained it.
Right.
But because on any kind of transaction that's credit card, they can trace it. So anything that isn't cash money, you have to pay on.
I do know that when you work in a restaurant, you have to tip the bar backs and the bus boys and some other people. But I understand that, if you, first of all, I don't know who's going to tip 8% or less. You got to think, like, I think in the worst places you tip 10%, but that's unheard of.
You never know, Gar. You never know. But moving on with Chelsea, what did you think of her explanation of her relationship with 50 Cent?
It sounded like she really liked him. It sounded like she went out with him for a goof and found out that she really dug him.
Yeah, and it sounded like when they broke up, they haven't spoken. I guess they get along well now, but they didn't speak to each other for a while, based on what she had said to him. So why does she have the ability to fly? I mean, she's an unbelievably successful author. Her television shows are doing well. How does she get to fly under the radar?
Because what are you going to find out about her that she hasn't told you in any of her books or she doesn't say on her show? I think that's a huge thing for her.
And is it odd? I mean, you did it in the book you wrote. I mean, when you put so much of yourself out there, then people sort of think they know you very well, and all of that is there. And I think her and Howard bonded over that a little bit.
But Howard tells everything on the radio show, yet he still gets followed a lot.
True.
But not not Jennifer Aniston, whoever it's Julia Roberts caliber. But yeah, he gets followed a lot. I understand, though, what she said. It's the best of both worlds for her. She gets all the perks and none of the shit.
We're going to move off of Chelsea Handler and on to your former intern, Gary, Mitch, and Jessica, who look great.
She was really pretty.
Does it make you feel awkward at all when Mitch... was Mitch like this when he interned for you?
Absolutely not. I mean, he was in college. He was in his maybe 20 or 21, and he was your typical horny college kid. You know, we talked about, chicks we thought were hot, but I don't remember him being like a sex fiend or like having like, oh, I need to do, threesomes. I think he was looking for onesomes at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he seems to hit the mother load with his fiance, but his fiance now wants to bring another guy in bed, and Mitch,
deal breaker.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's a deal breaker for Mitch.
Yeah, I find the whole thing fascinating, and I don't judge, but I don't think, like, as I was listening to them talk about it, I said, like, on the surface, it sounds like a really great idea, like, oh, my girlfriend's going to let me fuck other girls, or my wife's going to let me fuck other girls, but to me it sounds both physically and mentally to be an enormous strain. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think about, what does it mean? What does it mean? The going out to get them. It just seems like a lot of
scheduling.
A lot of work. It seems like a lot of work. And so I don't know. I don't know Mitch, the comedian swinger. I know Mitch, the intern.
But by the way, she said she would be okay with them having a monogamous traditional relationship. Just if they did that, she doesn't think she would want to bring in other girls if he didn't, eventually let her bring in other guys.
And do you think that's a fair request?
Do I think it's fair? I think anything's fair if you're married and being upfront and like saying, this is, and you're not exploiting the other person. I think it's fair that that's what she wants and that's what he wants.
JD, would you be able to handle another guy in bed?
No. I can barely handle me in
bed.
bed.
Hold on. What size bed does JD even have?
but JD, let's go to this one, right?
Yes.
Like, who's one of your hot girls? Like a girl that the girl that you really love. Is there an answer to this?
No, I mean, there's a lot. There's
okay.
There's a lot.
So the girl that was in Katrina, right? You like her?
Katrina Bowden.
So she's on 30 Rock. So she's super hot. So say Katrina Bowden says, "Hey, I want you to come and I want to hook up with you, and my boyfriend's just going to sit in the corner and jerk off."
No, I couldn't. That's too weird. I can't have another guy.
Not going to come near you. Not going to touch you. He's all the way in the corner.
I could have been. If I was into that, I could have did that when I was down at hedonism, because that's all. And in fact, that was probably the only way I would have gotten laid. And since I wasn't into it, I didn't get much of anything. So no, I would not. No other guys. I want no other penises in the room. It's just mine.
But if other girls are around,
that's that's fine with me.
Double standard.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm just being me.
But the more the merrier, right?
I don't know. Well, no, I don't know about that.
But just Gary's
the more
scenario,
it might be sadder.
Gary's scenario, like, so you said the Katrina Bowden is her name, like, is one of your hottest chicks, like, so you couldn't have the guy in there jerking off. What if she told you like he was just watching but not jerking off?
No. I don't want to be watched. I don't want to be analyzed whatsoever.
What if he knew about it and was like, I'm going to let you guys in the room alone. I'll leave and I'll come back. You'll call me when you're done. I'll come back.
I don't know.
All right, Katrina, you have a little shot here.
Hey, by the way, Benji, because you've been into some interesting stuff. Have you ever been with a chick where a dude's been in the room just watching?
Yes, but like I've been in it. Like that's never would be my first choice.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I don't think it's anybody's.
Well, no, I think it is some people's, but opportunistically, when that's the only way it was going to happen,
right.
yeah, it's happening.
And
it's not.
If Elisa wanted to bring another guy in, would you be okay with that?
No, absolutely no way. No.
But see, for me, the guy in the corner only freaks me out because, like, I'd have one eye open because I think I keep waiting for him to, like, I'll just shove a finger up your ass. Because you have your attention somewhere else and he catch you off guard.
Waiting for him to slowly creep in.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about the whole Ronnie fiasco. Apparently he didn't enjoy me calling him borderline stupid. But, and then after that, I talked about his whole yelling at his appearances and what a nightmare that is. I've seen that at a party, so here it is.
Howard says he wishes he wasn't associated with one of the two Ronnie Munns that he's gotten to know, and we should get into that a little bit when Ronnie comes in here about how he really is two different people, Gary.
I agree.
There's the
I
character and the...
Because you and I talked about this when we were in Vegas, about, like, we love Ronnie and how Ronnie has a big heart, what a great guy he is, but I don't know that guy's coming across on the air a lot lately.
Well, that guy was